Page 35, Chapter 3, Language and Inscriptional Evidence. The eastern branch of the Indo-European language appears in inscriptions towards the end of the 3rd millennium BC in Lower Mesopotamia or Iraq, and almost continuously from the 6th century BC onwards in Iran. The Indo-Europeans did not have their own script, and therefore their language appears in the cuneiform script cuneiform, cuneiform script, prevalent in Mesopotamia. Words belonging to the western branch of the Indo-European language occur in Hittite inscriptions in Anatolia from the 19th to the 17th centuries BC and show that the Hittites spoke this language. The extant Hittite texts were written largely between the 16th and 14th centuries BC, but some are copies of the originals dating to the 17th and 16th centuries BC. Footnote 1. Linguists hold that 3 Indo-European dialects were prevalent in Anatolia. Of these, the dialect called Lucian, capital Lucian, Lucian, was probably current from 2300 BC onwards. Footnote 2. The term Inar, I-N-A-R, Inar, is used in the Hittite language. This clearly denotes Indra. Footnote 3.
When the Hittite rule ended in 1100 BC, speakers of one of the 3 dialects adopted the hieroglyphic script Hieroglyphic, but their language continued to be Indo-European. Stop.
Page 36. Words belonging to the western branch of the Indo-European language also appear around 1600 BC in Mycenae in Greece, capital M-Y-C-E-N-A-E, Mycenae in Greece, which is not very far from Anatolia. However, inscriptions from Mycenae contain many names of persons and places which are non-Indo-European. Para. Significantly, the first linguistic traces of the Indo-Aryans or Proto-Indians appear on a tablet dating from the time of the dynasty of Agad, capital A-G-A-D-E, Agad. We come across the names reconstructed as Arisen, capital A-R-I-S-E-N, Arisen, and Somasena, capital S-O-M-A-S-E-N-A, Somasena, which, according to Harmata, capital H-A-R-M-A-T-T-A, Harmata, belong to 2300 to 2100 BC. Footnote 4. Para. Again,
around 1600 BC,
Indo-European terms are found in Kassite inscriptions from Babylonia or modern Iraq. The Kassite rule started in the middle of the 18th century BC, but their oldest inscriptions belong to the 16th century BC. They show that the Kassites spoke the Indo-European language. Their inscriptions mention Suryash, capital S-U-R-Y-A-S-H, Suryash within inverted commas, and Marutash, capital M-A-R-U-T-A-S-H, Marutash within inverted commas, which are clearly reminiscent of Surya and Marut in the Rig Veda. In the Kassite language, the wind god is called Buryash, a term which seems to be related to the Vedic god Vayu. The term Bayar for Vayu is still prevalent in Hindi. In the works of Homer, 19th century BC, one of the two winds is called the Boreas of the North. Footnote
3.
Page 37. Boreash comes at the end of the names of several Kassite kings, some of whom also use the term Indash, capital I-N-D-A-S-H, Indash, within inverted commas, which is similar to Indra. All these Proto-Indo-Aryan, within brackets also called Proto-Indian, terms found in the Kassite language belong to the 16th to 15th centuries BC. Footnote 6. Kassite entry in Babylonia had begun from the 18th century BC onwards. Although the horse was known in Mesopotamia, as can be inferred from an ideogram of about 2500 BC in the cuneiform script, it came into common use only with the establishment of the Kassite rule. The Kassites brought the horse from the Zagros Mountains, capital Z-A-G-R-O-S, Zagros Mountains, and the Babylonians referred to it as the ass from the mountains. Thus, although the horse was known to them earlier, it came into general use only with the establishment of the Kassite rule. Footnote 7. Para. A clear indication of the linguistic presence of the Indo-Europeans is found in the northern Syria or in the land of the Mitannis, capital M-I-T-A-N-N-I-S, Mitannis, in the 14th century BC. The Mitannian inscription mentions terms which are almost or exactly similar to Mitra, Varuna, Indra, and Nasatya, capital N-A-S-A-T-Y-A, Nasatya, etc., footnote 8. These gods are also found in the Rig Veda. Therefore, the language of this inscription is called Indo-Aryan. Furrow prefers to call it Proto-Indo-Aryan. Footnote 9. The Mitannis had established their kingdom in the 16th century BC, and Indo-Aryan terms are found in the names of their kings. Page 38. The Indo-European language is used as a medium in the Hittite text of the 14th or 15th century BC on horse training and chariotry. The writer of this text was a Mitanni horse trainer. The text tells of the speed of the horse, the time it is to be brought to the stable, the type of food meant for it, and provides other horse-related information. It contains many words which are closely similar to the Sanskrit words. The numerals it employs for the courses which the chariot makes about a track are very close to the Sanskrit numerals. They are Aika, A-I-K-A, Aika, within brackets Eka, Tera, T-E-R-A, Tera, within brackets Trai, Panza, within brackets Pancha, Satta, within brackets Sapta, and Na, within brackets Nava. A text in the Hurri language describes the colors of the horse as Babru, within brackets Babru, Parita, within brackets Palita, and Pinkar, within brackets Pingala. Footnote 10. These terms respectively mean brown, grey, and reddish. It may be noted that the words similar to Babru and Palita are found in most Indo-European languages. Thus, it will appear that we have clear evidence of the presence of the speakers of the Indo-European language in the area from Greece to Syria in the second millennium BC. Para. The Phrygians, capital Phrygians, Phrygians also spoke the Indo-European language, and their inscriptions appear in Anatolia from the 8th to 6th century BC. Footnote 11. They are first mentioned as enemies of the Assyrian Empire. An Assyrian inscription of the 12th century BC mentions that a tribe called Muski, capital Muski, Muski, invaded Assyria with 20,000 people. The Muskis have been identified with the Phrygians. Footnote 12. The term Muski is derived from the Rig Veda term Musaka, which means mouse, and has its cognates in Greek, Latin, Lithuanian, and the Slav languages. Footnote 13. It is most likely that the mouse was a totem of the Muski tribe. The eastern branch of the Indo-European language is represented in the inscriptions of Iran from the 6th century BC onwards, but it is surprising that until the 3rd century BC, the Indo-Aryan language does not appear in any Indian inscription. Para. Inscriptions may throw some light on the roots of the speakers of the Indo-European language. It is likely that the Indo-Europeans came to Anatolia from the region of the Black Sea, but there is no clear evidence about the route taken by the speakers of the Proto-Indo-Aryan language, who appear in ancient Iraq and Syria. In all probability, the Proto-Indo-Aryan language was developed in the phase of the Andronovo culture, extending from the Volga in the west to the Chinese border in the east. One could speculate about the possible divergence of the Proto-Indo-Aryan people from the speakers of the Proto-Indo-Iranian language in that area. Footnote 14. The event could have taken place around 2000 BC or a little later. According to Burrow, the Proto-Indo-Aryans first came to Iran from where they were displaced by Proto-Indo-Iranians. As a result of displacement, the Proto-Indo-Aryans went westward as well as southward. The H-speaking peoples, that is the Iranians, gradually expelled the S-speaking peoples, that is the Indo-Aryans, until the latter finally made their way to India. Footnote 15.